Okay, welcome to Mrs. Cohen's math review to review finding the area of a circle and the circumference of a circle, the area of a trapezoid, the area of a rectangle, and to apply that to word problems. Got this word problem. I'm going to read through it with you, and when I'm done, you want to pause the video and do the problem. When you've completed the problem, restart the video, and you will see me going through the explanation with all the work that you should have on your paper and the correct answers. Okay, so now I've erased the problem, and now we need to organize our information so we can solve our problem. Now, when you're doing that, be very clear what I just said. You want to organize your information, and when you do that, you want to put it in such a way that anyone can follow it and make sense of it. You want to, when you're looking at your paper, you want to have a plan of how you want to lay things out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little picture of my backyard, 100 yards by 50 yards. And the first thing I have to do after I do that is find the area of the backyard, base times height. So A equals 50 times 100, and A equals 5,000 yards squared. Now that's the total area of my backyard. The next thing I need to do is I need to find the area, the circular area of the backyard that's being currently watered. Now yes, I could move that sprinkler around, but they want to know, while I'm watering that one section of the yard, what's not being watered. So I have to find the circular area. So I have A equals pi r squared. Now some of you right now might want to remember that they gave you 25 yards as the diameter of the area that the sprinkler covered, not the radius. So we're not talking about from the sprinkler to the outside part of the circle. We're talking about the diameter all the way across. So I might want to draw a picture where I show that so I don't get confused. So I know that I'm talking about diameter. Now, because I need to know the area, I might just put 12.5 yards to remind myself that it's not 25 yards, it's 12.5 yards. So I plug in A equals pi times 12.5 squared. On my calculator, I can go 3.14 times 12.5 times 12.5, and I get my area, which is 490.625 yards squared. Since this is my total yardage in my backyard, and this is my yards that are area that's being watered, I'm going to subtract to find the amount that's not. And it comes out to be A is about 4,509 yards squared. And I'm going to put not watered. Now the next thing I need to know is, the question said if you go down, it says, okay, I want to fence my backyard. So I'm going to fence the rectangular section, so I need to go find the perimeter of the rectangle. To do that, I need to put, now I can work here, but this is kind of getting tight for me. I'm going to go over here and put 2W plus 2L equals the perimeter. I could go side, side, side. I could go length plus width, but I have to identify a formula for my perimeter. Now, it's 2 times 50, which is the width, and 2 times 100, which is the length. In this point in time, if you transpose the numbers, it's okay because it's a rectangle and we're just finding the perimeter. Then, this is going to come out to 300 yards. Now, critical here, what is the cost of the fencing? It's $32.50 a foot. So I'm going to make note of that. Now this is the fence needed. And it's $32.50 a foot. Well, this is in yards. So I think it would be easier for me to convert yards to feet instead of dividing this by 3. So I'm going to say 300 times 3, which is 900 feet. And then I'm going to multiply 900 times 3250, and and that'll give me my total cost, which is $29,250 to buy the fence that I need, total cost. Now, I understand that you have to pay people who are going to put it in, you have to hire someone to put it in, but maybe I'm putting it in by myself. I'm pretty handy. I can dig a hole in the ground, pour concrete in it, put the post in it. Well, not by myself. All right, so you get the gist, all right? So look at the way my work is organized. I have my area of my backyard, the area of the circular portion being watered. I find out the area that's not being watered. Then I go in and I work on my perimeter. Now, let's move on, because the other thing you need to know is the area and the circumference of a circle. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw this 25 yards, is that what I want? No. I want 24 inches, sorry about that. 24 inches, that goes all the way across, and I want the area and the circumference. Pause the video, do the problem, meet me back here in a few. Good luck. Keep working. Show all your work. Okay, did you do it? Let's see how you did. All right, let's start with the area. Pi r squared. This is what? Diameter. So I'm going to come over here because students make careless mistakes if they don't identify the diameter and the radius right away. So that's 12 and 24. Radius is 12 because it's half the diameter. Here I need the radius. So I'm going to say A equals pi times 12 squared. Again, you can say another step of pi times 144, or you can simply plug that into your calculator right away and you'll come out with A equals 452.16 inches squared. Now circumference is pi d, and that is the distance around the circle. So we have C equals pi times 24, C equals 75.36 inches. It is not squared because it is a distance. So if we opened up this circle and made it a straight line, we would have a single line to measure. We're not talking about an area to cover it. Okay? Hope you did well. We're going to do one more. And that's going to be the area and perimeter of a trapezoid. So let me give you the trapezoid. Yeah, I better put that in so you can see that. So I have 12 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 20 centimeters, and 14 centimeters. Pause the video, do the problem, pick me up back up here in a few. How was it? Did you do it? Is this feeling good? I hope you showed your formula. I'm going to do area first. So I have 1/2 times the quantity of b sub 1 times plus b sub 2 times h. Here we have our perpendicular line. This one's pretty well noted because there's 2 right angles shown for us. Right. So A equals 1/2 times the quantity of 8 plus 20 times 12. A equals, I'm going to put a 28 there so I can put this right into my calculator. 0.5 times 28 times 12, which gives me 168 centimeters squared. Now for perimeter, I'm going to go side plus side plus side plus side. I can't do 2w plus 2l because this isn't a rectangle. And to do that, that has to be 2 sets of parallel sides. And how many sets of parallel sides does a trapezoid have? 1. That's right. That's what makes it different from a parallelogram. So I simply go 12 plus 8 plus 14 plus 20. And P equals 54 centimeters. This concludes the review. I hope you did well. Good luck on the quiz coming up. You also need to make sure you know how to find the missing parts of a parallelogram or a trapezoid or a circle when I give you the area. And I didn't cover the area of a parallelogram, and you do need to know that. Remember, that's area equals base times height. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.